Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Adkins and I am with Access to Independent Living Center. Today I am here to talk to you on behalf of Centers for Independent Living, specifically Access to, and how our services can benefit you while you're in high school and then once you graduate and try to get into the workforce. So I have a brief presentation I'm going to share with you today. So if you just give me a second, I'm going to share my screen and pull my PowerPoint up. And the title of my presentation is called Centers for Independent Living in You. So today, after this presentation, hopefully you will know what a Center for Independent Living is, some of the services we provide, and how they can benefit you as you journey through high school and beyond. So let's see here. So what is a Center for Independent Living? If you're like most high schoolers, you have no idea, and I had no idea what it was until I started working for one. So I'm not going to read that definition to you. I'm just going to tell you in plain English what a Center for Independent Living is. So it kind of sounds like a place where somebody might live, but it's not. It's a non-residential, not-for-profit agency, and what we do is provide services to people with disabilities of all ages, and we are kind of centered around empowering people with disabilities and helping people live more independent lives. And we do that through a variety of services that we offer, and we are located in your local community. And one of the cool things about Centers for Independent Living is that 51% of our staff and our board members are people with disabilities. So we are people with disabilities providing services to people with disabilities to help improve their lives. So what do these centers do? So to be a center for independent living, at a minimum, you have to provide 5 core services. And those services are information and referral, independent living skills training, individual and systems advocacy, peer counseling, and the last one is transition, and that's done in a couple of different ways. Sometimes transitions are done to help people move out of nursing homes or institutions back into a home or apartment of their own. And transitions can also be helping students with their transition services out of high school and into post-secondary life. And that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on today. So why were the Centers for Independent Living created? They were born out of the civil rights movements of the 1960s and 70s. And back then, people with disabilities were discriminated against in different areas of life around basic issues like housing, education, transportation, employment. And they didn't have the rights that they have today. The history of the independent living philosophy is that people with disabilities have the same rights, same options, choices, and equal opportunities as anybody else. And it's based on the premise that people with even the most severe disabilities should have the choice of living in the community. So it's all about choices. And back in 1972, the first Center for Independent Living was founded in Berkeley, California by Ed Roberts. And that's a picture of Ed Roberts right there. So today, so that was back in 1972. So where are we today? Nationwide, there are 403 of these centers just located in different states throughout the country. In Missouri specifically, there are 22 different independent living centers. So no matter where you live in Missouri, you are covered by an independent living center. And if you look on the map there, you can see access to, it's kind of green, and I put a star there. And it kind of shows the counties that we cover and where we are located on the map. And this is a picture of our building today. If you ever want to come visit us, we are located in Gallatin, Missouri off of 6th Highway. And this is where our offices are located. And right behind that building, we're actually building a fitness center. So hopefully that'll be up this summer. but we serve 8 counties in northwestern Missouri, and those include Davies, Caldwell, Harrison, Grundy, Mercer, Livingston, Ray, and Carroll. So if you live in one of those counties, Access To is your independent living center. So at our office, at our center, we provide the 5 core services that all centers provide, but we also have some unique services to us that we provide out of our office. So every independent living center is going to have some unique services that they provide. So Access To has consumer directed services, in-home services. We have a low vision center. We provide employment services. We have a durable medical equipment program. We have a transportation program, and we also do tap telephones, which are for people who have low vision or kind of hard of hearing. We have telephones for them. So those are some of the unique services that we do, and each center that you contact will have some different services. So let's get down to why I'm here today. How can Access To help you? So there are 3 things that Access To provides that I think are really going to be able to help you as a high school student with a disability, to help you transition and to make your life more successful. That would be our employment services, our independent living services, and our transition services. So they all kind of tie in together. And I do want you to know that these services are free and they're not going to cost you anything. However, you do have to qualify for some of the services, but they do not cost you anything. So our employment services and our independent living skills classes. Access To can help you with like resume writing, interview skills, career exploration, career networking, transitional services, and independent living skills classes, such as how to conduct a job search, hygiene for employment, how to make a good first impression, and all kinds of different classes related to getting a job and becoming employed and being successful on the job. One of the ways that we help students is in partnership with vocational rehabilitation. And if you're not familiar with them, they have an office located in Chillicothe, Missouri, and they cover a lot of different people in our areas, and they have helped a lot of different people get community employment jobs with the help of community providers like Access To. So if you're looking for a job and you needed help finding employment, you could contact vocational rehabilitation or Access To, and we help people with disabilities find jobs in the community. So if you go through this process with vocational rehabilitation, you can get help with your interview, help with the job search process. Sometimes they can even help purchase clothing for an interview, or sometimes they can help purchase clothing once you get hired because maybe you need a uniform or specific shoes or something like that. And one of the really cool things about working with vocational rehabilitation and Access To is that you have the potential to have a job coach with you once you get hired to kind of help you get acclimated to your job, get comfortable with your job, and just make sure you know you're doing everything the right way, you're learning things the right way. And it's just like an extra support for you while you're working to make sure that it's a good transition. And that job coach would eventually fade out over time as you become more comfortable in your position. And if you look at the picture, that's actually me working as a job coach several years ago at Walmart. I was helping an individual there. He got hired on at Walmart, and I was helping him learn how to, push the carts back into the store, how to stock shelves, customer service. And so over time, I eventually faded away, and he was working 100% on his own, doing an excellent job. And again, the jobs through vocational rehabilitation are going to be community employment. So working at places like Walmart, Casey's, places that you actually know and visit, and you'd be making at least minimum wage. So that is one way that Access To partners with Voc Rehab to help students find jobs in the community. We also partner with the Department of Mental Health, also known as DMH. So Access To works with the Department of Mental Health to help people with developmental disabilities find community employment. So one of the differences between this program and a program through Voc Rehab, which I just showed you, is that with this program, your job coach would be permanent. So they'd be on site with you each day for the entirety of your employment. So the job coach would not fade away. So you'd have more constant support to make sure that you're remaining successful on your job. And it's just an extra layer of support that doesn't go away. And again, this is community employment, and you'd be making at least minimum wage. And again, with this, your job coach, your employment specialist would help you find the job, help you with the interview process, and just help you become successful after you graduate. And another way that I want to talk to you guys about of how centers can help high school students is we have summer programs through vocational rehabilitation. There's a couple different programs that we have this summer, and every summer they kind of change just a little bit. So this summer, Access To is going to do a summer work experience. I believe it's going to be in Trenton, Missouri this year. And we'll have high school students, and we will work alongside them at a job somewhere in the community. And the students were actually going to get paid for their time on the job. They're going to be working 20 hours a week, and it's for 6 weeks. And during that time, they'll have a job coach with them there on site the whole time to help them learn the employment skills they need, make sure they're doing everything okay. And it's just a chance for high school students with disabilities to get some real life work experience. And sometimes people even get offered jobs after the summer work program is over. And then another thing that centers for independent living can do is they can do, it's the SIL summer program. So this year it's going to be all virtual, but basically every day of the summer, there's a chance for you to log on to Zoom, and we're going to do classes on different employment skills. We're going to do cooking, laundry, the history of the Americans with Disabilities Act. So we're going to have all kinds of different information and things for you to learn about and help you build up your employment skills and knowledge. And again, that's free. Both of these programs are free. And if you're interested in either one of these programs, talk to your school counselor, your MU pre-ETS specialist. If you have a vocational rehabilitation counselor, you can get in contact with them, or you can contact the Center for Independent Living, so Access To, directly. And so how do you contact us? It's pretty easy. There's a couple of different ways. So if you have a phone, you can call us at the number here, or have your parent call us, or your caseworker, anybody, your teacher, they can give us a call and let us know you're interested. If you have Facebook, we are on Facebook, so just search Access To, and you can like us and follow us on there, and you'll get updates on all the different things that we are doing. And you can also visit our website at accessii.org, and you can contact us that way. That is all I have. I won't take up any more of your time. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later.